What up, what up, what up, my lovelies? Hey, how you doing? I never go live here. I always go live on my business page, but OMG, welcome, welcome, welcome. It's your girl. I'm actually in my studio in my happy place. This is the other side. You guys never get to see this side. And I'm so excited. Hey, Cindy Lou. Oh my gosh. Hey, boo. Hey, how you doing? How you doing? I'm doing something a little bit different tonight. Tonight we're doing a little DIY tonight. Oh my gosh, right? Hey boo, what time is it where you are? Um, I know it's probably I know it's already tomorrow where you are. My friend Cindy Lou is in New Zealand, and OMG, I'm so excited watching you live. But anyways, so it's late night shenanigans, and oh my gosh, you do. Thank you so much. It's late night shenanigans, and I always do something late night on my business page, LBC Bling. But oh my gosh, I'm so excited! It worked! Oh my gosh! Yes! Hey, boo! This is my girlfriend Jerry Ann. Oh my gosh! Oh my goodness! Really, Cindy Lou? It's like 2:30 in the afternoon on Sunday? You mean Monday? Oh no, it's Sunday where you are because it's Saturday here. Oh, I forgot. Oh my gosh. Oh my god, this is so fun, right? Oh my goodness. Super thrilled. Tonight we're gonna have some fun. We're gonna make surgical masks tonight, right? So I'm gonna show you how to make a surgical mask from start to finish. We're just gonna like just chill, relax. I hope that you don't have anything to do and you just like chillaxing at the house. I have, let's see, what are we doing tonight? Yeah, this bottle right here. Okay, this is a Cabernet Sauvignon. We're gonna be sipping, having a good old time, and I hope you stick around. Okay, so, oh my goodness, I'm so excited. I'm so excited. Okay, so y'all ready for this? Here we go. Right? Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Okay, so let me see. Let me come over here. Okay, so look, I'm starting something so new. Yes. Oh my god, girl. We gonna kill this bottle tonight, okay? Let's hope all my seams are straight by the end of it. Oh my gosh. So tonight I'm starting something new. I call it DIY Saturday. It's a video series that I'm starting. I am your friendly neighborhood brand ambassador. I help you stand out so that you can make your mark on the world. The way I do that is by my MARK method, which is mindset, authenticity, revenue, and knowledge. And yeah, we do it with like online learning and social learning like this, as well as courses and tips and tricks. So I hope that you stick around tonight. Tonight we're gonna make a mask from start to finish. Okay. And I made a few for myself, and I got some orders from my family members. So yeah, so that's what I'm doing this weekend. So oh my goodness, I'm so excited. So as you can see, scrolling across the bottom of your screen, just go ahead and like my page. I really would appreciate it. So anyways, so let's jump into camera number two. Camera number two. There it is. Oh my goodness, you like that? So cool. Oh my gosh. So here we go. Here we go. You know what? I'm gonna just do it manually. I'm so glad I could do things manually. Okay. So this is what we're gonna make right here. Okay. I have like a whole lot, like our halfway finish so that I can show you, and just want you to see what all of this looks like. We also have another angle that we're gonna go to, which is this is my this is my DSLR, and it's got all kinds of other stuff. The way I'm switching, I'm using this switcher. It's called a Stream Deck. And if you want to know how to use little techie tools like this, OMG, you need to go ahead and like my page. Because we're gonna talk about stuff like that. But anyways, oh my goodness, right? Oh my goodness, I'm so excited. So let's go ahead and talk about the pattern, okay? So here, this is what we're gonna start with. This pattern right here. Now, this pattern I found online. You could find this everywhere. Okay, you can find this everywhere at this particular one I found at Joann's.com. Joann's Fabric is one of my favorite places in the whole world. Let me tell you, okay? And so you can find this. Just go in there and type in denim a face mask. Type in face mask in the in the search, and then it'll take you to this where you can do one for like kids. You can do one for adult. This is an adult one, okay? And so if you notice, it says a 3/8 inch seam allowance here. So that means what where you're gonna stitch, and this is where like you put your bands in. But let me tell you about the way I do my mask. Okay, so I use this pattern, right? And so here, through the magic of television, right? I already cut out 4 pieces. Okay, this is, see, boom, right? I already cut out 4. And so let me show you. So like these, if you use quilting squares, right? If you're a quilter and you like quilting squares like this is a perfect size for 2 masks. Perfect. Okay, let me show you what I'm talking about, right? So it comes like a little square, right? It's like 18 inches by, I don't know. It's beautiful, beautiful fabric. Okay, so here we go. All I do is just fold it in half and then fold it in again. Now, if you fold it in half, make sure the edges meet, right? Just make sure the edges meet. Oh my goodness, I don't know why I'm nervous. I don't know why I'm nervous. I should not be nervous because I love creating. That is one of the things that I've loved to do ever since I was little. My aunt on my dad's side, my Aunt Savannah, taught me how to sew when I was little. And this is a skill that I've had with me that remains with me to this day. And I absolutely love doing this. I used to like to go to the fabric store on Saturday, buy a pattern, buy some fabric, and then make an outfit to go to church on Sunday. I used to love to do that. I used to love to watch Dynasty because I thought like all of their stuff was like super amazeballs. So anyways, so let me show you. So this is my fabric square, right? That I can get 2 masks for. So remember, I just folded this in half and then folded it in half again, right? So now I have 4 layers of fabric, right? And I'm just gonna put this here and then cut this out. And then I can flip this over like so, and then have another set of 4, right? So from one fabric square like this, you can get 4 masks, right? You can get, I'm sorry, two masks. You can get 2 masks because you get 2 sets of 4, okay? So as you can see there. So it's super easy. I already took the time to cut this out, so it's already cut out, right? But I just wanted to show you another thing that that we're going to use. So we have the fabric, and the way that I make the ties. Now I work in healthcare. I'm a nurse in real life, and my family, my husband and son, they like the ones that you pull on your ears. I hate those. Because if you've ever had to wear masks for any period of time, that hurts like a son of a gun. And so we prefer this in healthcare. So if you're a healthcare worker and you happen to be watching, and you're watching this and you're you're just having a good old time, thank you, my friends, because I know what you guys are doing on the front lines. Just like me, you're doing what you have to do, because guess what? We can't stay home. We are essential. Okay? So anyways, I'm just taking the time to find my feed so I can kind of see all of the comments in multiple places. Okay, so anyways, so thank you guys. So anyway, so as a healthcare worker, I prefer the ties because I can tie it around my scrub cap and I can tie it around my face and get the perfect fit. Now let me tell you the other thing that I like to do with my mask. Okay, so I have a pocket. Okay, so here's the pocket, right? So I put a hospital grade surgical mask on the inside of my mask. So I'm going to create a pocket where I can put this between the layers of fabric. Okay, and that's how I make my mask last a little bit longer when I'm in the hospital. See, this is the flip side right here, right? I make it last a little bit longer, and I put a hospital grade mask in between the two right there. Okay, so anyway, so that's just showing you what I did. And the way I make these straps right here is this thing called this is called bias tape. Okay, let me get the bias tape. So this is bias tape. Okay, this is double folded bias tape. Okay, and so when it's open, I have another piece here that I already like cut out. So this is bias tape. This is what it looks like, right? And the way I use this, I don't use this at this full length right here. What I do is I cut it down. I cut it down so that I can get twice as much use out of this bias tape. Okay, and so I'll show you how I do that also. So this is a piece that I had, from a mask that I made already, right? And this is just a small piece that I have left over. Hold on, I think I have here. Of course, you're gonna need a pair of scissors, right? You're gonna need a pair of scissors, and you don't have to do this. You can buy the smaller tape, where you can do it with a smaller tape. But I'm just gonna show you what I did. I'm just gonna take a small piece and show you what I did. Okay, so I use a bias tape. I use a yard of bias tape to make the straps for my mask. And so basically all I do is just cut it like this so I can make it last longer. You don't have to do this. You could use regular fabric and cut it, but ain't nobody got it. Okay, I got stuff to do. So I cut it like this, right? And then I have the other side that I could do the same thing. But of course I have a yard of fabric, which is 36 inches, right? And that's what I do. So I already have some that's already pre-cut. I'm just showing you how I make my bias tape last a whole lot longer and do twice as many. Okay, so I cut like that, and so that's just track. Right? So here, through the magic of television, I already did that, right? I already cut my pieces, so I already have this right here. Okay, so really that's all you need, right? Is what you're going to use to make your strings, and this, and a sewing machine. Okay, so while I go ahead and move some things around so that I can get the sewing machine in view, right? What are you guys doing tonight? I'm about to there we go. Perfect. Okay, so I'm just gonna move some things around. Let's go ahead and get the camera going here. Okay, so now I'm just gonna move my sewing machine. Now this sewing machine I've had for 30 years. How many of you did home economics in school? Right? If you did home economics in school and you have OMG, you have your pins and all this other kinds of stuff. And I went to Catholic school, so this was a required class, and it was a required class, and I loved home economics. I didn't like it at the time, but it has served me well. Right? Oh my goodness, you did cooking? Wow. Oh my gosh. Well, I can cook. I can cook, but I don't like if it takes more than 20 minutes to cook. Girl, forget about it. Okay, everybody got that. So anyway, so here we go. Here we are. Here are our pieces, right? And so we have 4 pieces, right? So we have 2 sets. So here's one, and here's one. So what we're gonna do, here we go, is put them on the wrong side, right? So this is the right side, right? And we're gonna put them on the wrong side right here. Let me see if I can adjust the camera so I can get up a little bit closer. Sorry, everything is moving. And you see my empty wine glass is just waiting for me to pour. Oh my goodness. Are you guys loving this or what? Okay, so here we are. So I put the 2 pieces on the wrong side together, right? And I'm gonna go ahead and stitch around here. Okay. And you know what? Hold on. I gotta let's just do this. Oh my goodness, my hubby's watching. Hey boo, how you doing? Oh my goodness. Okay, so I'm opening said bottle. Okay, hold on. So What are you guys doing tonight? Oh my God. So I was talking with some of my girlfriends earlier and I told them that I have like a cork collection. Okay. Oh my God, there's so many of these. It's ridiculous. So many of those. It's ridiculous. So anyways, all right. So now that I have my wine open and I pour myself a glass, we're just gonna have fun and make them out. Okay? All right. Oh my goodness, it's so good. All right. So, oh my goodness, my hubby's on. Right? Oh, where is my mouse? It's so crazy. Okay. All right, so here we go. Let's go. So we're going to start by stitching along here. Okay. And here we go. So I always like do, kind of like backwards a little bit to kind of reinforce that. Go ahead and stitch it through. So what did you guys like to do other than home economics, doing cooking? Did you have like any other like fun things you like to do? Crafty things that would make you just just have a great time. So that's the first one. I'm gonna go ahead and do the other one. I like to when I sew, I like to like trim all of my strings and everything, so I don't have so much cleaning up to do at the end. So as I go along, because see I'm starting with long strings, I like to clean up as I go along. It's super easy. Hey, how you doing, Deborah? Oh my God, I hope you're not working too long tonight or too hard. Well, hopefully you're at home, chilling out. So nice to see you. Okay. All right. So see, I've got both of them here and they're both sewn together. So now what I'm going to do is open them up, right? And then put like side together, right? The right sides together, and then sew them together. So here we are, the right sides, right? Put the two right sides together. And I'm just, doing that there. All right. And now sewing these two pieces together. Also still giving that 3/8 seam allowance, or like the size of the presser foot. Oh my goodness. My home ec teacher would so be so proud of me. I've had this sewing machine for 30 years and I'm beating the brakes off of this thing right here. Hey Jerry Ann. Hey Boo. How you doing? So exciting. Okay. All right. So now that I'm done with that, seriously? Oh my gosh. Hold on. Alright, give me one sec. Well, pesky little thing that it is, my thread broke. That's okay. I've had this thing forever and a day and I know how to work it. Alright, so my little thread broke at the bottom here. So I'm going to just go ahead and just fix it. I don't know why it broke, but let's just go ahead and fix it. Okay. Alright, let's just put that back. Okay. Alright, we're back and running again. I'm trying to clean up as I go along and not make a humongous mess. Okay, so I started to sew these two things here and I realized that my thread broke, so I'm just gonna go back over it just because. Hey Vivian, how are you? Oh my gosh, I'm so excited that you're watching. Okay, So yeah, so my thread broke, so it kind of stopped like right there. So I'm just gonna go back over that. I like to clean, you know, like when I sew, I don't like threads hanging off everywhere. So I'm gonna go back over it. But see, this is where it kind of like popped. So I'm gonna go back over it and take it to the other side. All right. So what are you guys doing tonight? You can tell me in the chat. I'm following the feed on both my phone and through the magic of Ecamm. I love this platform. This is the platform that I'm using to stream, and I use this. I've been using Ecamm now for, oh my gosh, 3 years and counting. I absolutely love Ecamm. It is a really great way to stream if you are, you know, if you're a coach, or if you are, you like, let's say, for instance, a consultant of some kind, or if you just, you know, like doing live video. It's super easy. So anyways, all right, so I sewed it together, right? And then, so now I see I have the two pieces together. So now, what's the look? So now we're gonna turn it right side out. Oh my goodness, hey, Boo. How you doing? My girlfriend Honey watching. Hey Boo, how you doing? I'm so excited to see you here. So yeah, so I'm turning it inside out so you can see what that looks like, right? It's already starting to take shape. This particular mask, I was asked, because you know, one of the doctors that I work with, she wanted her mask in this print, so I'm making this one for her. So this is for you, Dr. G, if you happen to be watching. Yep, I am making your mask tonight, boo. Okay, so see, this is what that looks like there, right? Now, before I do that, I want to like clean up this part right here. So remember, this is what we're doing, right? I want to like clean up this part right here, right, to make the pocket right here. Oh my gosh! Oh my gosh! Okay, so now I'm going to go ahead and put a hem here, right? And all I'm doing is just folding this over like this, and I'm going to go ahead and sew this down like this. All right. So I'm just going to show you how to make this from start to finish. It's super easy. It's super, super easy, and you could make your very own mask. Now, the governor of my state pretty much want to open up everything, and yeah, y'all got to be quicker than that. You almost had me. I'm not gonna be the one to do that. Right. Come on. All right. Let's go. And I'm just gonna keep going. Okay. And so there's that one. And so now we're gonna do the other end. Now I have another way, like if I had a serger, which is a machine that makes, you know, it cleans up edges and stuff. But you know, we ain't doing that. I'm gonna show you how to do this real super quick and easy. This is my philosophy. If you teach, if you know, feed a man a fish, or just give him a fish, you feed him for 1 day. If you teach someone how to fish, you feed them for life. So, you know, take that with a grain of salt, but this is super easy. And if you can follow some simple instructions and just watch this video, you can make your very own mask. All right. Come on. Okay. All right, so I cleaned up the bottom right there. So there we go. I cleaned up the bottom. And so now I'm going to turn it right side together and then put a top stitch across here. Hold on. I gotta clean up the edges. I'm OCD about these edges. I can't stand having strings of. are y'all doing tonight? Go ahead and tell me in the chat. I can read this while I'm cleaning up my edges here. You said, how much are you selling? Girl, we can talk offline. I'll tell you offline, boo. Hey, boo. Oh my goodness. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. I know. Facebook, got you out here looking crazy. It's all good. Honey, we can talk offline. I'll tell you later, boo. I got a special price for you. Anyway, looky here. So now I got them like this, right? Okay, and it's all cleaned up at the bottom. Now what I'm gonna do is put a top stitch. You'll see like how this one has a nice top stitch right here. We're gonna go back to my other camera here just a minute. I just want to like show you how to do this. Okay, and so you could press it, but we're just gonna do it the old-fashioned way. I'm just gonna like use my fingers and push it out. Okay, and all I'm gonna do is just put a top stitch like right here, and this top stitch is gonna be like super close. Oh my goodness. Are y'all watching movies? What y'all doing? Hey, Boo, my sissy's watching. Girl, right now I'm like, Daddy wants me to make some, and he wants me to make some and send for him because he's doing his treatments and stuff. So so I gotta make some for him. And then I made some for my boys because they like to go play tennis, right? But I'm just showing you how easy this is. It's super easy. All right. So I did the top stitch. So there it is. There's that top stitch right there. So now I'm gonna go ahead and switch to a different camera so you guys can see what we're talking about. Okay. Oh, that was perfect timing. Perfect timing. Okay. So we're gonna switch to a different camera. Give me 1 second. I have to like run to the other side of my screen. That's what happened. Okay. Girl. Okay, so I have this what you call it? A dual screen. I have like 3 screens. So I have like 2 screens over there, and then this one is facing me in the opposite direction. So my mouse was my cursor was on the other screen, and I'm like, I don't know where my mouse is. I don't know where it's at. Oh my goodness. Okay, so now let's go to camera 2, which right, OMG, girl. Hey, Boo, how you doing? Where did I get the pattern from? I got the pattern from Joann's.com. Okay, so it's super easy. It's a pattern that I got at Joann's, and if you go to Joann's.com, you can just type in face mask, and you'll be able to see. Okay, so this is where we are right now, right? And it's super easy. You could do this in under, and well, you gotta have some sewing skills in order to do this. But this is the pattern right here, and you could Google this. They everywhere. Everybody's selling masks because everybody needs one, and I don't too trust where the other ones are coming from. So anyway, so this is where we are right now, right? We already sewed it. We got the bottoms done, and this is the pocket that we're gonna put the surgical mask, the hospital grade surgical mask, in between when you do it. So this is how I typically use my surgical mask. I put it in here like so, right? And then I have the wire part up here so I can bend this to my nose, right? And then just kind of like stretch it out and stuff like that. And then I have the strings that I'm going to show you how to put the strings on in here in just a second. But this is what it looks like on the inside, and that's the outside. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and take my little mask out. This is how I keep these that last long. And then, you know, my makeup is brown like me. So, you know, I go through, you know, one of those. If I put on, you know, put that mask directly to my face, it'll look real grody real quick. So, you know, that's how it is. Okay. So remember earlier we talked about using the bias tape, right? This is the double-sided bias tape, and I cut my bias tape down in half, right? So what we're gonna do with this bias tape is I'm gonna create a little pocket like this. I'm gonna fold one side like this, and I'm gonna fold the other side like this, right? Fold the other side like this and create a little pocket. And so this is what I'm gonna do right here, right? Yes, honey, I got it from Joann's Fabric, Joann's Fabric. So this is what I'm gonna do. Now remember, this is 36 inches long. Okay, I cut it 36 inches long, and I cut it in half because remember, the bias tape when it comes out the pack, and it's really important that you get double fold bias tape, right? If you're gonna do it this way, but this is a double fold bias tape, and this is what it looks like, right? And all I did was just cut it in half. I just cut it along this line and then cut it again so that this works twice as long, right? Twice as long. All right. So anyway, so that's how I did that, right? And basically, all I'm gonna do is make a little. And I love the stiffness of this fabric because it'll kind of stay put, right? And then you sew it along this like here. So I'm just gonna show you real quick. Basically what I'm gonna do is tuck this inside of there like that. I'm gonna do it the right way. I just wanted you to see it using this camera, using the flat side of the camera. Give me one sec. Like so, right? So I'm gonna tuck it inside like that and then just sew a top stitch across here. That's what I'm gonna do. But I have to put this, you know, put it in the middle of it. So basically what I do, fold it in half and find the middle part, right? So this is the middle part right here. And I fold it, I just kind of pinch it with my fingers. You could like put a pin there if you want. Hey Angela, how you doing? Hola chica, ¿cómo está ustedes? Right? So you can put a pin there if you want, right? So what I'm gonna do is see that's the very middle part, and that very middle part is gonna be right here on my very middle part right here. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and fold it like I just showed you, right? And then tuck this into there and then sew it together, and then sew down one end and then sew down the other end. Okay, all right, simple, right? And that's it. Once you do that twice, you made a mask, boo. It is so simple and so easy, and anybody can do this. Everybody can do it. So this is all I'm doing. This is kind of like getting it on the inside. Now you could pin it down if you want to. I've been wrangling with these things and playing with them to the point where, you know, I'm pretty good at this, so I don't have to like pin it down. But if you want to pin it down, you could, okay? So really, that's all I'm doing right there. And then I'm going to just do a top stitch, and that's it, right? Super, super simple, right? All right. Girl, yes. Yes, those masks are costly. We were walking around, me and the doctor that I work with, Dr. G, we went for a walk on Thursday, and we were just kind of walking around Inman Park, and we stopped by a little store, and girl, they were selling the masks for like $25, and then they had some other like some fancy ones with like jewel stuff. Of course, nobody would wear that, but you know, unless you're not really wearing the mask for like real purposes, you're wearing the mask for other purposes, you know, like kinky purposes. They were selling those for like $100 and something. I'm like, you lost your ever loving mind. Girl, let me tell you, this right here, this little fabric square right here costs $2.99. $2.99. This right here, the bias tape, costs $2.99. Seriously. You ain't got to break the bank to do this, boo. So don't. And you know, it's super easy. It's super easy. Okay. All right. So let's go back to this. Let's go back to this camera, and of course, this camera is perfect. Hold on. I'm gonna get it. Here it comes. Okay. Now I'm gonna strip it. Come on. Patrick. Anybody got time? Okay. No. All right, here it is. Okay, good. Now it's doing it. All right, good. So y'all see my lonely little drink? Hold on, let me just go ahead and okay. So we're gonna bring this back into play here. Jerry! Oh my gosh! Hey, Boo! How you doing? How you doing? Oh my gosh. Okay, so remember, we went ahead and we pinned this together, right? And so I'm just gonna go ahead and make sure that all of my tucks are the way it's supposed to be and stuff. See how easy this is, girl? And once you do these straps, you done. Once you do the straps, you are done. It is that easy. All right. So all I'm gonna do now is just do a top stitch on here like this. And that, my friends, is how you make a mask. Look, it's only been 37 minutes and we are almost done. All right, here we go. Now, because this is this area right here, and right here, that area is going to get tugged a lot. So I like to go back and forth, you know, to strengthen that area right there. And so back and forth again. Okay, and so now it's easy peasy lemon squeezy. All you got to do now, as you can see, all I'm doing is folding it, tucking that inside like that. Hey Hazel, how you doing, cuz? Nikki, hey Booth, how you doing? So exciting, I'm so excited. Okay, so like you can see, super easy. So how many of you, I'm Generation X, I'm a Gen Xer. How many of you, you know, had a sewing machine or took home economics? And oh my gosh, hey Selena, hey Boo, how you doing? How many of you had to do that? Like back in the day? I know some of y'all have sewing machines. You probably made a pillow or something like that. How long does it take to make? We have been live. I made this live. It is 39. We're at 39 minutes in, and we're almost done. You could make this in about an hour, or a little bit less than an hour. Cool, right? So I went down halfway, and so now I'm gonna do the last. Right? Oh my good girl, shoot! I don't like pin cushions. I mean, I do like pin cushions, but you know, like a lot of people like to, you know, like. Okay, so I'm gonna tell y'all a secret. A long time ago, my family, we had a factory, and we used to make clothes. My love of fashion came a long time ago. We used to love to watch like Dynasty. How many of you guys? Okay, so I was that creative. I was that nerd who would watch Dynasty just to watch like what Alexis Carrington was wearing, so I could go and try to like make what she was wearing. Yeah, I was that nerd. I was that kid. I was that kid. I loved it, but I didn't want to go into a career of fashion. It was a hobby for me, but no, I didn't want to go into a career of fashion. I always knew I wanted to be in medicine. I always knew that. At one point, I thought I wanted to be a doctor, but then I was like, oh Lord, they don't have lives. So unless you do something like, you know, where you're not in the hospital doing stuff, I don't know. But you still gotta get your grind. So I was like, nope, I'll go into nursing, and that's what I did. Right? Oh my gosh. Hey Karen, how you doing? You working hard tonight, boo? Oh my gosh. Yes, you'll have to go back and watch from the beginning. It's super easy. It's super easy. This particular mask I'm making is for my for the doctor that I work with. Her name is Dr. G. I'm not gonna call her last name, but she already know who she is. And when she sees this in her timeline, she's gonna be like, "Oh, she made my mask live on national TV." No, I'm just playing. Oh my goodness, so cool, right? Look, we got one strap done. We got one more to go, and then that's it, my friends. That's it. Now I could tuck this in and tuck it in again and make it look like whatever, but you know, nobody looking at it. Seriously, right? Nobody looking at it. I could tuck it in and do some other stuff. So that's one side. Now let's go do the other side, and then we done. Then we would have made it. And I'm only one glass in? Seriously? It's good. It's like in those. Let's see. Is there a way to do ear straps? Yes. That's a really great question. So here, this is like elastic. I'll show you how I do these too. Okay, so this is like the way it was before I started doing the ties, right? Before I started doing the ties, all I did was just fold it over and did like a top stitch and did like a tie here. So this right here, hold on. Sorry, I gotta go in front of this. I'm so sorry. Okay, so I have some this is elastic, right? And basically all I do is just kind of measure so it's nice and comfy, right? Measure enough so it's nice and comfy and it doesn't hurt your ear. But personally, I can't stand these because after wearing them for a period of time, it hurts like crap, right? So, but you know, if you like it, you know, it's all good. If you like it, I love it. It's all good. So basically all I did was just do a top stitch here and, you know, make sure I had enough that it could go around my ear and just put a knot in it and just did a top stitch like that. And so you could, you know, this mask would be done quicker if you did it with the elastic like this, if you did it with the elastic. But these things kill my ears, you know, because I have to wear my mask for long periods of time. And if you don't want to do the straps, you can definitely do that. So, I mean, I've seen some gals use a hair tie. It has to be a real big, long, stretched out hair tie. But you could put a hair tie in there, boo, and just do a top stitch and you're done. Seriously, you're done with that. And so, but this one, I stitched the bottom too. You can leave this one open, just like we left this open, so that you can put your hospital grade surgical mask in between. Because that's how I'm using mine. Right? Thanks, boo. Thank you so much. So yeah, so if you didn't want to bother with using bias tape, you could definitely use like elastic. Now this is like the super thin elastic, or you could do one that's a little bit bigger, you know, the thicker one. Right, Karen? See, I'm telling you, If you're in healthcare, the healthcare workers know. After a while, OMG, it's like, it's so it hurts like hell. Was the glass full when I started? Yes. Don't judge me. Yeah, well, actually, I opened the bottle. Okay, so here, this is the bottle. I opened the bottle, but this is all I drank. I didn't drink that much. But thank you for pointing that out. We will be drinking some more. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. So yeah, you know, for those of us in healthcare, you know, when you have to wear those straps on your ear, that crap hurts. After a while, it's like, it's annoying. It is annoying. So I'm using the pin to like find the middle spot, you know, and it's gonna poke some holes there so I can see it. I know, right? OMG, OMG. I always have to keep like messing with this camera because you know what? It's like, see, there it is. It's my DSLR right over there, and it keeps messing with me. Okay, so guess what? I'm gonna go ahead and push this aside so that I can show you once again what I'm doing with the bias tape, so you can see how to do it. And I'll show you what I'm doing with this is the elastic I was telling you about. So if you want, the way I did the elastic, so here, so you can see what that looks like this, right? If you want to use the elastic, but I just wanted you to see what this looks like. Basically, all I did was top stitch here with the length of elastic on the inside, right? And I just tied it in a knot, really. That's all I did. It's super easy. If you didn't want to use the tape, and if you thought the tape was a bit, you know, too much, too much, it's okay. The elastic works. And just make sure you have a long enough piece so that, you know, and measure it around your face too. Girl, don't judge me. The bottle was full. So measure it around your face so you could make sure that, and let me show you how to measure it, right? So here, oops, let me show you how to measure it. So here's one that, see the magic of television, right? So this is one that I didn't put the straps on yet, and I can show you with this one how you can put the elastic on it. Okay, so what you do, you measure this around your face like this, right? You see how it fits? I already top stitched it, you know, I already did the stitch, and this is the pocket where the hospital grade surgical mask is going to go in between, right? And so I measure it here, and then I just look at, well, I have a lot of stuff on my ear, but I just want to make sure that I have like something that's comfortable, right? Right here. Ah, girl, oh my God, I should have used that ear. And so I just measured it. I don't know how much that is. I just measured it on my own face, right? I'll tell you how many inches it is. Hold on. Hold on. Right? Don't worry, girl. I went to my favorite Jamaican spot tonight and got some oxtails. Girl, the oxtails was good. Yeah, it was good. It was really good. Okay, so this is like 8 3/4 inches of elastic. Okay, just 8 3/4 inches, and of course you'll need 2, so you just fold it in half. Okay, so let's go back to this one. Okay, so if you wanted to do the elastic instead of the bias tape, which I want to finish with the bias tape too, just to show you. So I just measured, this is like thin elastic, super thin elastic. Right there. And seriously, all I did was tied a knot. No, seriously, that's all I did. And I did like, well, I was never a scout, but how many of you did like macrame back in like the late 70s, early 80s? Y'all know I'm a Gen Xer. I told y'all that at the beginning of the show. but you know, we used to go to like vacation Bible school and always have to like make stuff, right? And so basically all I'm doing is a square knot. That's all I'm doing. Here, let me just zoom in. Whoops. Zoom in. Show you my square knot. Right? All I did was do a square knot. Okay? So here, if you want to see how to do that, once again, pull like that. And this one that's below has to be below. All I did was do that. And just make a knot. And that's square knot right there. Pull it tight. Square knot. Right? Super, super easy. Okay? And so that's all I did. Right? Made a knot. Oh Lord. Now I did measure it. Seemed like it's like hella short to me now. I don't like it. Ooh, girl, that's too short. I'm gonna make it longer than that. I'm gonna make it way longer than that. Oh yeah. I'm gonna make it way longer than that. Okay, so we're gonna do the square knot again, only I'm just gonna like eyeball it and make it longer. I could make it shorter if I need to, but if it's too short, there's nothing you can do. Alright. Alright, here we go. How many inches is this one now? Alright, so instead of the like super short one, you could do that on like a baby mask. Oh, and like I said, you could do this for like kids. Like, you know, you're supposed to protect them first and foremost. So if you want to make a mask for a kid. Alright, so this one is like 12 inches. Right? We're gonna do the square knot thing again. Alright, so let me cut another one. I'm gonna show you how to do both. Alright, once again, here we go. Square knot. You just make a knot. Seriously, there it is. Boom. Easy. Easy peasy, lemon squeezy. Right? And then all I do is do a top stitch, boo. Just like this. So I would tuck that in and sew that together like this. And there you got your loops. Right? You got your loops. Right? Right? Selena, this is perfect because this way you could make your mask last so much longer. So much longer, right? Thank you. Thank you. Okay. So now that you see how to do that, right? And all you do is you just run a top stitch right there. And then you do that twice. You do that on both ends and boo, there it is. Whoop, there it is. Now I love the ties because like I said, these things kill my ears. And I got like way too much jewelry on my ears. You see all of this right here? Oh my God. I don't want it to get hooked on that from the back. No. Okay. So that's why I like the strings. Okay. So that's what I'm doing. That's what I'm doing. And I'm gonna go ahead and finish up this real quick. And yeah, we done. Right? Did you guys have any questions? Did you like this little DIY Saturday little project that we doing? Thank you, boo. Thank you. Ooh, speaking of fabrics, here, let me show you if you love this fabric. Oh my God, these were 30% off. At least it was 30% off last week at Joann's. So Joann's is another place that I absolutely love. I love this fabric because it matches my blue scrubs. I wear red scrubs on Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays, and Tuesdays and Thursdays I wear blue scrubs. And so I wanted to make sure I had something that was pretty to match my scrubs. And so look, I'm just showing you some fabric patterns, right? And this is a quilting square. You can get 2 masks out of 1 quilting square. Look at this, right? my God, look at this batik. This is so freaking gorgeous, and this matches my scrubs to a T. Oh my goodness, I got a, hey Lisa, how you doing? I got an order for this actually. I showed this to my boss. So I showed it to my boss Isley, and she loved it so much. So she wants me to make a mess out of this right here. And look at that. Isn't that gorge? This one matches my red scrubs. Ah, so cute. Oh my gosh. And so this, look at this fabric. I mean, it's looking like friggin' psychedelic on here. This is a beautiful batik. It's a pink batik. I happen to have a crap ton of this fabric right here. So I have more than enough to make quite a few in this fabric. But wait till you see the other blues. Girl, right? I got a crap ton of this too. This one matches my eye makeup that I'm have on today. So I've got, look at purples, right? Oh my gosh. I miss you too, Lisa. OMG, OMG. Girl, how are y'all doing? Oh my gosh. I so miss you. Oh my gosh. So look at this. Isn't this amazeballs? Oh my God, look at this fabric. Girl, right? This is so stinking cute. And it would match my blue scrubs. I'm just saying. So stinking cute. So yeah, so now we're just gonna go ahead and finish. Right? Girl, well, I don't know. I used to be Team Emery, 21 years, Team Emery. I used to be. It's okay. I love Emery. There's a very special place in my heart for Emery. But now I'm Team Wells Star. So, oh no. Good luck with that. I hope they let y'all wear it, because we have to try to protect ourselves any way we can. If they're not going to give us enough PPE to do what we need to do, just saying. So, anyways, oh my gosh. All right, so I'm going to finish this up. So I just finished this right here. And so now I'm going to go ahead and do this last one. I just took like a little break just to kind of show you how to do the elastic if you wanted to do the elastic. But girl, I love the ties because when I'm wearing my scrub hat, it fits perfectly over my head. Really, really nice. Okay, I know I have one of these that has a pin in it somewhere. And of course, oh, I took the pin out. Okay, okay. So yeah, so that's how you make it. And so I'm just going to show you one more time how I do this. Right? I just fold it in half, and then fold it in half, and then just tuck it in between. It's super easy to do, and you can have one of these done in an hour, or if you hadn't taken out your sewing machine in a long time, maybe an hour and a half. But this is another thing that I absolutely love to do. I love to create. This is one of my favorite things to do. Whether I am making jewelry or making just something fun. Oh, it's my pleasure, hon. Thank you for watching. Now, not every Saturday, but I'm gonna create a video series of like DIYs that I'm gonna run on my personal page. So, you guys are my friends. You guys get to see, my crazy DIYs when I'm doing stuff. And yeah, awesome. Super awesome. And so you guys get to see all the stuff that I'm doing. Okay. All right. So now I'm just going to run this top stitch. I've been running my mouth this whole time. I'm going to run this top stitch and have it done here so you can see it. Once again, because the straps take a beating, like I always, kind of like do a back stitch around the edge because, that's where a lot of the tugging happens. So I always go back and forth, like right where that happens. And this one belongs to the doctor that I work with. Her name is Dr. G. And this one is Dr. G's because she already pretty much you know, you requested this one. Oh my goodness. I can just, I can just cut a whole bunch of them out and just go to town. So like last weekend, I made 6 on like Saturday night. I was bored. I wanted something to do, and I made 6 of them on Saturday night. So anyway, but oh my gosh, I hope you really, really enjoyed this DIY. And yeah, I know. I told you I was gonna make one from start to finish, and I kind of took a break and I showed like different pretty fabrics and showed like how to do like two different styles. Like, you know, I showed how to do a different style. Oh my goodness, did my thread break? It did. Every now and then my thread breaks. Hey, boo! Oh my gosh, Lydia! Oh my gosh, how you doing? How you doing, hon? My thread just broke. I gotta go ahead and do this. Oh, okay, I know why it broke. Ah. See, look. Home economics. I'm a Gen Xer, so I am in my 50s. And I remember how to do this mess. You remember? Right? Oh my gosh. Now I need my glasses because I gotta see to try to push this thread through the eye. What? I did it on the first go? Oh my goodness. Seriously. Hey boo, how you doing? How you doing? In tonight's show, I showed how to make a mask from start to finish. And we finishing up this one. I showed how to make a mask with elastic straps as well as ties. As y'all all know, I am in healthcare. I am a nurse, and I love the ones with the ties as opposed to the ones with the elastic on the ears, because it kills my ears if you have to wear them for any time whatsoever. Oh my gosh, if you have them on for like more than 20 minutes, oh god, they burn. They burn so bad. All right. Okay. And that's it. That's it, hunts. That is it. It is done. We did our mask from start to finish. You'd like a tie one? Okay. Oh my god. Really? You're taking a rest from it? Okay. I've seen some of your masks, Lydia. So Lydia, I've seen the leopard print one that you had, boo. Oh my god. Girl. I need that fabric. We can swap stories with fabric. She making another one? No, I'm not making another one. No, this is the same one. We're just finishing up. I was showing how to attach the elastic, if you like the elastic around the ears as opposed to a tie. But I love the ties because the elastic around the ears, oh my god, it hurts like crap if you have them on for any period of time. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. So tell me, are you guys gonna make one? I showed you how to do it. It's super easy. You can't snatch it out of her. Oh my god, girl. I got a grip on this thing right here. Hold on. I got a grip on this thing. You know what? My camera, my DSLR, it's like funny. And it doesn't like being on for too long. It gets all like persnickety. So I always have to keep messing with it. Oh my gosh. It gets really persnickety. It's like, no, I don't want to do this anymore. So yeah, so I have to keep like messing with it. Seriously. Oh, and you don't have a sewing machine? Girl. It says, did you love it? Can't tell. Oh my goodness. Yes, I got my fabric at Joann's. Where did you get the leopard print one, girl? 'Cause, girl, I did peep the leopard print one now. Now you knew I was gonna love it. You meant I didn't make. Okay, okay, you want a leopard? Okay. Of course you know I would have one. I have a pink leopard one that my girlfriend made for me. My girlfriend Dion made my first batch of masks for me. Really? You make 50 every 2 weeks? Oh wow! Oh my God! God bless you. Yes. You know, because for a minute there, it was looking pretty rough because, I mean, we have absolutely no control over the supply and demand, and our hospitals are making us take care of patients with all these things. And, it's just, you need to, like, be protected any way you can be. Oh, that is amazing. That is amazing. Lydia, my friend Jerry Ann loves to tell stories. And oh my gosh, I should put you two together. Really? Wow. Really? Okay. Gail K Fabrics. Is that an online store? All right. So we're done here. We've made our piece. So here, let me go ahead and move it over. So we made one from start to finish. From start to finish, we made a mask from start to finish, guys. Look. We made this on air tonight. And what? We're like an hour, 7 minutes in from start to finish. Guys. So remember, this is what I said we were going to do. And that's exactly what we did. Look at this. Right? So this is our mask. Right? And we made the pocket on the inside so we can put our hospital grade mask in there. We made it with the strings. We talked about how you can make the same type of mask using elastic, putting elastic around the ear. Oh, they're off of Jimmy Carter? Oh, yes. Okay, cool. Thank you. I've got to go there and see if I can find that pretty leopard print because, girl, you know me. You know me. Right? But yeah, so we made us from start to finish, and I hope that you really loved our little DIY. This is going to be something that I'm going to be going to start doing on Saturdays, and I just call it DIY Saturdays. And we can have a glass of wine and just sit and talk and just have a good old time. So, all right, hold on. Now, why is my mouse ripping? Where my mouse at? Seriously? Okay. Right? I know. I love them too. They are so stinking easy to use. And when you have the quarters, you can get 2 masks. At least in my when I do it, I can get 2 masks out of using a quarter. So yeah. Oh my goodness. All right, having difficulties trying to switch my screen. Okay, there we go. We're back. Anyways, thank you so much for watching. Like if you want to know where to find me, okay, hold on. I'm gonna tell you where you can find me as soon as I find my mouse. Oh Lord, I lost it again. Hold on. Oh my goodness. There it is. Okay. So I have this double screen situation, and my monitors are facing in the opposite direction. Oh my gosh. Okay, where is my cursor? Where did it go? Jesus, help me. Where did it go? Okay. Here we go again. Found it. Girl, okay. So look, this is where you can find me. I'm trying to get my mouse to do this. This way you can find me everywhere, okay? So look, thank you so much for watching. Once again, my name is Michelle Lawrence. I am with LBC Branding. I do all kinds of really great tips and tricks and tutorials. You can find me on Facebook at LBC Branding. You can find me on Instagram, and you can find me on oh Lord Jesus, on YouTube. It's right there on your screen. And I also have a podcast. So guess what? I do all kinds of really good things, and you can find me on my podcast at the Leopard True Diary. So I hope you join me again. Hey Patricia, oh my God, Pat Ann, how you doing, boo? Oh my gosh, are you working tonight? I know, right? I know, squirrel. So you can find me all over the place. This is where you can find me. So yeah, girl, we done, we out, we made a mess from start to finish right here. So yeah, go over there, like my page, and you get all kinds of really good stuff. I'm so happy and so glad that we had a chance to be together tonight, right? I'm so happy we had a chance to be together. And yeah, so this is gonna be my new video series, DIY Saturday. We're gonna do all kind of stuff, okay? So excited. And girl, I gotta go. Not to mention, yeah, I gotta finish this. Okay, bye.